everyone, it's United by Flavor. Welcome back to our channel. We're so glad you're here. We've been working on a series called The 50 States of Food, and we are on a mission to uncover the most iconic dishes from every state. If you haven't seen our previous episodes, go check it out. Florida was the last one. We made the Cuban sandwich, delicious. Now we're headed over to Georgia, and in Georgia, we are going to be doing the famous Southern meat and three concept. And so I know that it originated in Nashville, Tennessee, but it's popular all throughout the South. And so we decided to do that for Georgia because one of the famous things that was discussed is fried chicken, and then of course like all the wonderful side dishes. So I'm like, great, let's just do this meat and three. So you get a meat and three sides. We're going to take some shortcuts. Not everything's homemade. You'll see as we go through. Okay, so the first thing we're making is baked macaroni. I will link all the recipes that I followed down below. I'm just starting off by boiling our pasta, elbow macaroni all the way, and then making a roux. So butter, flour, whisk that all together, cook out the flour flavor, and then start adding in your liquids. This macaroni was full of spices. It was really flavorful, and we used 3 different kinds of cheeses. It was on point. So after you mix everything up, you add in your seasoning, and then you're gonna add in your cheese, and then that whole mixture will go into a baking dish with your drained pasta into the oven. It goes into the oven at 375, and I started this first because I wanted to just get it done and out of the way. Overall, it was really easy to make. It wasn't too complicated, and I was pretty much able to make everything all in one dish, which was awesome, and I would make this again for sure. You'll see I did not have the same success with everything else that I made, but we'll get into that later. Look at that cheese. Oh my gosh. It was Jack, sharp cheddar, and mozzarella. I think you could use whatever kind of combination of cheese you wanted. There's our final product getting ready to go into the oven, and there it is coming out. Very good. Okay, so the next thing we're going to make is cornbread, which does not count as one of the 3 sides. It's typically served with cornbread or a biscuit. I want to try making biscuits for another state, so we're going with cornbread. I added buttermilk, eggs, and butter, melted butter, to the cornbread mix. Normally I use Jiffy. I couldn't find it anywhere, so I had to use this brand, and it was tasty. So here I've heated up oil into the skillet, and the directions said just to test some batter. If it starts sizzling like this, you're good to go. Okay, this pot was way too small, and I also forgot that it was a self-rising cornbread mix, which means that it will expand even further than this, and disaster ensued. But oh well, it was still tasty. Look at that coming out of the oven. Definitely worth making it in a cast iron. Amazing. Okay, so now on to the final thing that I actually prepared myself, and this is fried chicken. So unfortunately I didn't read the instructions thoroughly, and you were supposed to marinate the chicken overnight in buttermilk, and I read that right when I was getting ready to make it, so we didn't do that. And I think the coating, the flour coating, it was just way too much flour. This was my first time making actual like fried chicken, and I did not do it justice. I'm going to have to go and redo this and give you guys like a part 2 in the future because it wasn't my best. I also decided that I could just casually do this at 8:30 at night on a Saturday. I don't really know what I was thinking, but anyways, the chicken still tasted good. It just didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, but I will redeem myself. You're supposed to do a layer of the flour, then you dredge it in your egg and buttermilk mixture, and then go back in the flour. And the flour has cornstarch in it, which I have read in multiple recipes is a key for extra crispy crunch. Fried it in peanut oil, seeing that this is from Georgia, And I did actually use a thermometer this time, and it was very helpful because it is critical that you keep that temperature at the right spot, and it changes when you put the chicken in. Here's just some final shots of the whole thing. You'll see I did not make my own mashed potatoes, and I just used canned corn. You got to sacrifice somewhere, but those mashed potatoes are so good. If you see them at the store, pick them up. We love them. They're real mashed potatoes, nothing instant there, except you can microwave them. And we served it with sweet tea. So what's the verdict? The meat in 3, and we chose fried chicken.
It's really good.
Okay, here we go. Let's take the first bite. Mac and cheese. That is very good. The potatoes are good. Okay, now on to the chicken. Let's see. Delish. Very good. We also made some hot honey to go with the chicken, which was awesome. Here you see our dog. She wanted to get in on the action. And because it's Georgia, we made peach cobbler. I didn't get a lot of footage of that, but it was great. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.